Hey, this is Bearded Raz. Our last episode got many likes and comments, so we're going to keep answering some of the most bizarre questions foreigners have about China. However, today is a very dark work day, so I have to answer them as I go to work.
What should you do if you don't like your colleagues?
What do you mean? I love each and every one of them, and they love me back.
撤退。
哎，高总回来。Cici，你昨天在会议上发挥的可真是无雷轰顶啊！哎，那可不是，我都是站在高度之上的，做出点细微的贡献，这正所谓大海航行靠舵手，视频创意靠高某。
我讲了，都是靠你了。
高某，哎，我的手都是你，不，都是你的，你最大了，真的。
Look, if you find out to not like one of your colleagues, there's a trick called YChina. You over-compliment them, and you know everyone knows you mean the exact opposite. See, oh, here we have facial recognition. It has some of my most ugly photos.
Why can't I give red packets to my colleagues during Spring
Of
Festival?
course you can send them hongbao. Look, traditionally in China, the old generation give the young generation hongbao. But then the internet transformed everything. There's all these digital web packets that deconstructed it into social interactions. For example, you can send a hongbao if you want to be late. You can send a hongbao if you're filling a survey. If you send someone hongbao, doesn't mean you're their baba, right?
律师啊，成哥好，这样准备早餐，给我买一双袜子可以吗？可以是可以，谢谢哥。
Why do Chinese people call their colleague brothers and sisters?
Look, this originated from the street vendor culture in China, where people were trying to get more people to buy their customers by telling them 哥,姐, you know? However, in the work culture, it's actually used to kind of make people help each other when there's some conflicts arise. So they say 哥 or 姐,不是姐姐，本脑里天津。
How should I regard my Chinese colleagues as I start working?
Oh, 习总，高总。Look, I might be calling general manager, but he could be like, whatever. You know, in Chinese hierarchy of work, it's not as flat as some Western companies, but also not as strict as Korean or Japanese companies. So I kind of like the Chinese one because he calls me manager, I call him manager. We're both satisfied, right? Let me teach you one more trick how to call your colleagues. Hey, 周老师你好。
宁老师，别这么客气。
Does yes really mean yes in a Chinese context?
To all my foreign friends, I have a grand discovery. When a Chinese person tells you okay with a modal particle, like 可以吧, or 原则上可以, or 还可以, it doesn't mean okay, alright? But if he tells 可以 with no hesitation, that means okay. It's like 成哥说可以, he's really gonna bring my socks.
可以是可以。
Why can't I understand what people are saying despite learning Chinese for so long?
Really struggle with this every single day.
做好功课再来回答，不要在这赶鸭子上架。鸭子？家？怎么会有鸭子在涨价呢？哎，高老师，跟你说啊，真的是地图鸭子。
Look, there's two explanations for this. One, Chinese language, so much history, so many dialects, so many slangs, it's really hard. And number two is because you haven't learned.
I like it.
Don't Be Shy book that teaches you Chinese really well.
Why do my Chinese colleagues have so many junk applications on their computers?
为什么都是弹窗呢？
我这个下到商务软件正在上。
As you can see, all these antivirus software are actually bringing more viruses, so I don't get it.
Can you go to work in casual wear or without makeup in a Chinese workplace?
See? I wear a suit, but places like lawyers or financial, they wear suits. But in China, the real secret for the dress code is to look under the desk. As you can see, dun 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 dun.
读着吗？
Treasure.
What gifts should I give my Chinese colleagues?
Oh, that's a great question. There's three things you cannot give them. Number one, 不要送钟. Number two, 不要送伞. Number three, 不要送雨帽子. Alright? When I was receiving these gifts, I felt really nice.
I just got here. I don't understand what guanxi is.
Chinese society is known as the Guanxi society. So, for example, places that people like each other, they have good Guanxi. Places that are bad Guanxi means they don't know each other. However, 没关系, because if you give this video a 三连, 我们就有关系.
Is eloquence important in a Chinese workplace?
They like to have these speaking classes here in China. Like, you know, don't even believe them. They are like,
What are some team building activities in Chinese companies?
oh, team building in China is very diverse, many types. But you know, there's a common one for all companies. It means whatever the boss likes. For example, if the boss likes climbing, you're gonna go climbing. If he likes running, you're gonna go running. And if he likes traveling, he's gonna go travel. Let me show you how we do team building and also share with me in the dapping move. How do you guys like your team building?
Why are young people in China so tired of involution?
The main reason behind it is that young people in China have been for a long time suffering from the 996 work culture and this unlimited mental and internal friction that overtime work does. And also it doesn't add any value or return to them. Therefore, they're trying to fight this so-called meaningless horizontal competition by looking for the real reason behind it, which is that some enterprise trying to push down management and other pressures by encouraging these internal competitions. So, some of them are forming institutional ways, like having these online groups that report unfair work practices. Some of them are looking for these more confrontational ways by tangping or finding stuff outside work to make them happy. But my advice to you is don't follow the herd. Every person's future and choices are different. So it's up to you if you want to be engaged in this rat race or not.
Do you have to stay in the office until your supervisor gets off work?
Hey, don't do that, okay? Don't think that efficiency comes from work hours. If you finish work, just go home.
你先拍着啊，我下班先走了。
我的袜子还没到，我们早餐还没吃完。